case. I'm running late, as usual. Today is Friday. I meant to get going by 1. I ended up sleeping in till like 1:30. That sucked. So now I'm running late. It takes me forever to get going.
A little bit cold, but okay.
A little bit cold? Yeah. Yeah, you have the coldest place in the building, don't you?
No, I don't have it. It's not really warm.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. I'll tell you, I have a lot of respect for these folks that are out here working at 2 in the morning. Some place like McDonald's, you know they're not getting the big money, but they're working, you know. Must be some pretty serious logging going on up here. That's the second log truck that's flown by me on the way up. Yeah, this is where those log trucks are turning off at. That guy's loaded down. I just got off of the highway here about a few miles back, and right now we're heading to our first squatching area. I decided to use night vision for this part of the trip. I didn't bring the big camera bag this time. I'm trying to keep the equipment down to the minimum these days, because it just gets to be to where, too much gear is just, pretty soon you're spending time fumbling around with gear. Right now we're going past an area that I spent some time here last year. Guess it's not showing up very good here. I found some interesting stuff, especially a lot of animal movement. Right now we're south of Goat Mountain, which you can kind of see on a map. It's just south. It's sort of west of Mount St. Helens. Anyhow, I came up here about this time last year, and it was a good time because there's some of this up here is a wildlife area, so there's no hunting up here. So you can squatch up here and sort of avoid the hunters, which is I think is a good thing, because honestly I think that the Sasquatch up here probably avoid the hunters as well. This part of it here is gated off. So we've ran into one gate. But looks like we can go up here. This actually is unplanned. I wasn't planning on coming to this up in this area, but I got up here. It looked interesting, so I figured I'd at least come check it out. But the road's really bad in here. But I guess it's never stopped us before. I found a open area here with a good line of sight. This could get out the thermal. But I'm going to go up just a little bit further. I've gotten up this road. This road's really rough. So I got to what I think is a decent spot. And I'm just going to sit here for a while. I've shut everything down. Closed everything down. There's an old access road right to my right. Let me get out there. Can't really see much right now because it's unusually dark out tonight because there's a cloudy overhead. There's about I think the moon right now is about a quarter moon, but I've been sitting here for a little while. Decided I'd fire up the camera and yap for a little bit. So I put the thermal scope on the top, and then the video camera usually will go right here. That's why in some of my videos, you'll see that I'll have a regular video shot as a main shot, and then usually down in the corner, I'll put the thermal so on the YouTube videos you can see both. I'm going to turn this video light off. Feels like it's trying to rain. Now I hear a frog. Couple of frogs. So you can see really good with this. With the thermal right now. Put the thermal in with the night vision, but to the naked eye right now this is the main road. It's almost pitch dark right now out here. There's an old access road right here. As soon as I'm done scanning here, I'm gonna walk up that road. Here's the main road again. I just made a 360. That's where we came out. I can feel some sprinkles though, like it's trying to rain. There's something right in there. It's small though. Probably a bird sitting in there. Or a squirrel. Yeah, it's starting to sprinkle now. Mm-hmm. Oh. I'll shut this video. Try to turn this video light off, or maybe I'll. Infrared flashlight. Of course, this infrared flashlight is good for the video, but right now I can't see shit with the naked eye. I mean, it's pitch black out here, except for a little bit of light coming over the horizon there. You can see it's starting to sprinkle. There's lights over there. Oh, it's starting to rain. I'm gonna head back for the truck. Good thing I'm not far from the truck. Well, I guess I got further from the truck than I thought, which probably wasn't very smart. Oh, here we go. Truck, sweet truck. Now that we're all wet. Oh, shit. Damn it. All right. One thing about when you have these night vision video cameras like this is the night vision part, since it's basically a flashlight that's emitting from the front of the camera, it makes you really burn up the batteries. That's one of the reasons that if you use night vision at all, it's a good idea to get one of these. It's a night vision flashlight. So you can't see that with the naked eye, but you can, but it definitely helps with your night vision. Yeah, one trick is that it's easy to accidentally leave these on because you can't really see the light. So you have to be careful of that. I always keep the batteries out of it when I'm not using it. Alright. Here's the status. That right now it's raining, which was unexpected because, I mean, according to the weather, it's supposed to be nice for the rest of this, I mean, all this week. I mean, it's not going to be warm like in the low 60s, but still. But yeah, it's not really a deal breaker, but it does kind of change our trajectory here. Well, I promise I won't use any flotation devices, nor will I fish or trespass. I might have to trespass a little bit. So I'm sitting here right by the entrance where they have it. Where they have it gated off. And I can see a red light over by where the gate is. The gate is like right there. But I'm not going in the gate. I just want to scan the reservoir here quick. Turn the video light on. There's where the gate is. And you can see it's like a little red light there. It must be, I think it must be a motion detector there. But anyhow. I'm just gonna scan this. You can see the lights down there. I heard my phone go off just now. Makes me wonder who would be texting me at 5 in the morning. Oh, I just heard something. I can hear in the distance, but it sounds like coyotes. I hear an owl too. Interesting. There's where the bridge is. There's the road. What I need to do is put this on a tripod. Coming up on the Clearcut here that I was wanting to scan this morning, of course. I don't know, does Mother Nature just never check the weather? It's supposed to be nice. And now that I'm getting close to where I want to park and scan this area, now it's raining again. Come on, man. So I guess what we'll do is park and see if we can wait out the rain. Which, not a big deal. I mean, it's almost 6:30 in the morning now. It's still really dark. This is it. I'm right at the entrance of this Clearcut where I want to go and scan. But it's raining. I don't really want to scan in the rain. For one, there's nothing moving, generally. And for two, my video gear is not exactly weatherized. But I'm just gonna sit here quietly and wait for a while and listen. I've been here for a while now. It's still raining. And of course the fog set in too, so maybe we can get above this fog. So we're not going to be able to scan here. Because one thing about thermal's not worth a shit in the fog. Oh, this is the Marble Mountain. This is the snow park. Of course, it's still closed yet. And here's the gate right here. This gate, they'll close this gate here in a few weeks. It'll be closed for the winter. And the snow park will open. So the only access on this road will only be from the snow park on a snowmobiles or cross-country skis or snowshoes or what have you. That's why I want to get my business done up here while I can right now. That's why I want it to not be rainy and foggy. Thermal and video. We're off to the side of Lahar right now. I hear an angry squirrel nearby. You can probably hear him. He's off over in here. Closer look at the Lahar. Mount St. Helens is right there. Can't see it through the fog, but back when it exploded, if you're wondering what a Lahar is, basically it's a term for a mud river. When Mount St. Helens exploded, it erupted in May, which means it was still covered in snow. Saw that melted snow and ice and mud came right down here, carved this out. You can still see right here, you can still see the sides where it carved it out. We're standing right on the edge of it here. The rotten one, dead rotten one I found. Sure. Found right there. Actually, come to think of it, I'm supposed to be having lunch with my son today, which if I'm an hour and a half out, means I gotta get going. So, being a father does come first. It's about the only thing that I put before squatching is being a dad. Even though my kids are grown. Or at least they think they are.